Our assignment focuses on Frost and Bite, a shop we selected to better understand the practical application of product costing. Our goal is to analyze how the business identifies and distributes the costs involved in producing and selling its various desserts and products. Through our data collection, we can break down the exact cost of every dessert they serve. Frost and Bite is a business that belongs to Yara Inara, which is 31 years old. This business is located at number 24 Jalan 7/23E, Taman Danau Kota, 53,300 Kuala Lumpur, Wilayah Persekutuan. The business started its operation in June 2023. Our business sells desserts such as pudding, brownies, cookies, cakes and drinks. Our cafe main menu is moist chocolate cake and cheese tart blueberry. We started our operation from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. every day except Sunday, and our shop tagline is a little slice of happiness.
Moving on to section 2.0, assignment protocol, I would like to guide you through our step-by-step workflow. First, on the 25th of June 2026, we initiated our project with a team meeting to discuss and finalize our business selection. Second, on the 26th of June 2026, we conducted market research which led to our final product selection. Third, we move into cost data collection and prepare our job cost card to ensure accurate final calculation. Fourth, with all the data ready, we draft our assignment report, compiling all our analysis and finding. Finally, we complete our protocol with the submission of our final report.
Next, the direct material for our moist chocolate cake are as stated in the table, which is for flour, 1 ringgit times 120 equal to 120 ringgit, cocoa powder 2 ringgit times 120 equal to 240 ringgit, baking powder 30 cent times 120 equal to 36 ringgit, salt 20 cent times 120 equal to 24 ringgit, cooking oil or butter 1 ringgit 50 cent times 120 equal to 180, 3 eggs 1 ringgit 80 cent times 120 equal to 216.80 cent, fresh milk 1 ringgit 20 cent times 120 equal to 144 ringgit, liquid milk 1 ringgit 20 cent times 120 equal to 144 ringgit, sugar 1 ringgit times 120 equal to 120 ringgit, vanilla essence 20 cent times 120 equal to 24 ringgit, and chocolate coins 24 packs times 16.90 cents equal to 405 ringgit and 60 cents. So the total is 1,653 and 60 cents. For direct labor, the salary for bakers is 1,800 and kitchen helper is 1,500, and the total direct labor is 3,300. There is no direct expenses for moist chocolate cake, so the prime cost is obtained from the total of direct materials and direct labor, which is 4,953 and 60 cents.
First, indirect material, we have glove for 100 pieces, which cost a total of 3 ringgit and 20 cents. Next, for indirect labor, we break it down into 2 roles. For the cleaners, the cost is 1,200 ringgit. For the supervisor, the cost is 2,500 ringgit. That brings the subtotal for indirect labor to 3,703 ringgit and 20 cents. Then, under indirect expenses, we have packaging, which costs 1 ringgit and 40 cents. Multiplied by 120 pieces, coming to a total of 168 ringgit. Combine the total manufacturing or production overhead amounts to 3,871 ringgit and 20 cents. Now, let us examine the non-manufacturing or non-production overhead costs, row by row. First, the shop rental is 1,500 ringgit. Second, electricity comes to 550 ringgit. Third, the water bills amount to 80 ringgit. Summing this up, the subtotal for non-manufacturing overhead is 2,130 ringgit. To wrap up our financial analysis, our total cost combining everything come to 10,954 ringgit and 80 cents. We are factoring in a profit margin of 40%, which equals to 4,381 ringgit and 92 cents. Finally, by adding our total cost and profit, we arrive at our final selling price, which total 50,336 ringgit and 72 cents.
Let's look into the details of our direct material cost row by row. First, for measuring, the cost is 0 ringgit and 10 cents multiplied by 1,500 pieces, which gives us a total of 150 ringgit. Second, for flour is 0 ringgit and 06 cents multiplied by 1,500 pieces, coming to 19 ringgit. Third, we have vanilla essence at a flat rate of 3 ringgit and 80 cents for 1 bottle. 4. The cost for eggs is 0 ringgit and 06 cents multiplied by 1,500 pieces, which total 90 ringgit. 5th, for icing sugar, it is 0 ringgit and 003 cents per packet multiplied by 1,500 pieces, amounting to 4 ringgit and 50 cents for 3 packets. 6. The blueberry filling gel costs 0 ringgit and 072 cents multiplied by 1,500 pieces, which equal 108 ringgit. 7. For cream cheese, the 250 gram pack costs 0 ringgit and 12 cents multiplied by 1,500 pieces, totaling 189 ringgit. Finally, when we sum up all these items, the total direct material costs come to 635 ringgit and 30 cents. Next, let's move on to our direct labor cost, broken down row by row. First, for our bakers, the cost allocated is 1,800 ringgit. Second, for the kitchen helper, the cost allocated is 1,500 ringgit. Here, we have the type mold, which costs 0 ringgit and 65 cents multiplied by 500 pieces, bringing the total direct expenses to 325 ringgit. Finally, to conclude our analysis, when we sum up the subtotal of our direct material, direct labor and direct expenses, we arrive at our overall prime cost, which total 4,260 ringgit and 30.
Under production overhead, the indirect materials is strawberry, which will calculate as 25 ringgit times 2 kg equal to 50 ringgit. For indirect labor, there is a storekeeper costing 1,600 ringgit and the maintenance worker costing 1,700 ringgit. The total is 3,300 ringgit. Next, under indirect expenses, the packaging cost is calculated as 75 cents times 3,075 pieces of bulk, because for one box we have 4 pieces of cheese type. So the total is cost 181 ringgit and 25 cents. Therefore, the total of production overhead is 3,631 ringgit and 25 cents. Under non-production overhead, for the shop rent, it costs 1,500 ringgit, the electricity bill are 550 ringgit, and the water bills are 80 ringgit. Therefore, the total non-production overhead is 2,130 ringgit. So, for the final calculation, the total cost is 10,021 ringgit and 55 cents. The business at the 20% profit, which is 2,004 ringgit and 31 cents. Finally, the selling price, which is the total cost plus profit, is 12,025 ringgit and 86 cents.
So this is our product.
This business project helped me understand the job costing system and how it used in business. Through the assignment, I learned how to identify direct material, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead to calculate the total production cost. I also understand why accurate cost calculation is important for setting the right selling price and managing business costs. Besides, working with my group member improved my communication, teamwork, and time management skill. Overall, this project gave me a better understanding of cost accounting and its importance in business.
Throughout this assignment, I learned the basic of accounting and how to manage financial information in systematic way. I also understood the concept of job costing, which helped businesses calculate costs and control expenses. This subject also taught me the importance of teamwork. Through group assignment, I can improve my communication skill, share ideas, and work effectively with others. Overall, ACC116 also improved my thinking skill, discipline, and confidence while giving me a strong foundation in accounting.
For me, doing this assignment really changed my perspective on business. I learned that knowing the exact cost of making a product by making a job cost card is very important for any business owner. This assignment helped me see whether a business can save money and make smart choices to get more profit. At the same time, our teamwork was excellent because on how we sit together and help each other out. Overall, it gave me a great understanding of why cost management matters for a successful business.
From my point of view, after completing this assignment, this topic has truly opened my mind to something new. This knowledge is essential for everyone involved in business, particularly business owner, as it is crucial for managing company costs. Through the topic, I learned to identify which part of the cost we need to prioritize and where we can reduce expenses. Also, working with my teammates, their experience enjoyable and highlighted the dynamic nature of accounting. Overall, this experience has broadened my perspective on cost management and its importance in business success.
To improve cost management, the business can manage its costs better by charging from manual paperwork to automate accounting and billing software. This software reduces human mistake when entering numbers into journals and ledger. It also helps the business collect payment from customers faster, which keeps cash flowing in. Using digital tools for daily office work will also lower overall running costs like office supplies and clerical salaries. Also, the business can cut down on daily expenses by checking its software license and digital subscriptions regularly. Any subscriptions that are not being used should be cancelled to save money. Management should also check supplier contract often to get better discount and longer times to pay. Lastly, keeping a close eyes on stock levels ensure that the business only buy what customer actually need. This stops money from being trapped in extra stock, lower storage costs, and protect the company's profit.
In conclusion, this project has provided a better understanding of the application of job costing at frost and buy. By identifying direct materials, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead, the total production cost for moist chocolate cake and cheese tart can be calculated accurately. Supporting effective pricing decision, the project also highlights the importance of exact cost calculation in managing costs, improving profitability, and making better business decisions. Overall, a well-organized costing system helps business control costs, set appropriate price, and achieve long-term profitability.